Nzima clenched his fist, the setting sun painting his face with hues of orange and red. A seasoned warrior, his eyes held the wisdom of countless moons and the resolute spirit of his ancestors. He stood on the precipice of change, his heart heavy with the burden of his people's suffering. He had witnessed their pain, their struggle against oppression, their unyielding hope for a brighter future. Nzima dreamt of a world where his people, the children of the African sun, would be free from the shackles of colonialism, a world where their voices would be heard, their rights respected, their dignity restored. His resolve burned bright, fueled by the sacrifices of his comrades and the silent tears of his people. His journey had been long and arduous, fraught with danger and uncertainty. But Nzima knew that the fight for freedom demanded unwavering commitment, it demanded sacrifice, it demanded courage. And he, the son of 1,000 generations, was ready to answer the call. The village stirred with life, a symphony of sounds and colors that echoed the heartbeat of the earth. Women, their backs straight and strong, tilled the fertile land, their voices blending in harmonious chants. Each drop of sweat that fell from their brows nourished the soil, a testament to their unwavering resilience. Children, their laughter echoing through the fields, chased after brightly colored butterflies, their tiny feet dancing across the land. They were the seeds of hope. Their innocence a stark contrast to the harsh realities that surrounded them. The rhythmic thump of a mortar and pestle, the gentle strumming of a kora, the melodic calls of birds. These were the sounds of his homeland. The air hung heavy with the scent of freshly tilled earth and the sweet aroma of roasting maize. This was the lifeblood of his people, their connection to the land, a bond that ran deeper than any river, higher than any mountain. Nzima observed them, his heart swelling with pride and sorrow. Their lives were simple, their needs few, their spirits unbroken. Yet, they were denied the basic right to determine their own destiny. A world away, bathed in the cold glow of chandeliers, the elite gathered. Their laughter, devoid of genuine joy, echoed through the opulent ballroom, a hollow sound that spoke of their detachment from the struggles of the common man. Diamonds sparkled on manicured fingers, a stark contrast to the calloused hands of the women who tilled the land. Conversations revolved around frivolous matters, gossip and rumor swirling around like the expensive wines being poured. Men in tailored suits spoke of profits and losses, their faces betraying a callous indifference to the plight of those who toiled in their fields. Women, adorned in jewels and silks, whispered behind feathered fans, their eyes cold and calculating. Nzima watched from the shadows, his heart growing heavier with each passing moment. This was the face of the oppressor, their wealth built on the backs of his people, their luxury a constant reminder of his people's deprivation. The air reeked of perfume and deceit, a suffocating contrast to the fresh air of his homeland. The opulence of their surroundings served only to highlight the injustice that festered beneath the surface. Section 4. Bridging the Divide. Two worlds as different as night and day, yet inextricably linked by the invisible threads of history, of power, of oppression. On one side, the resilience of a people determined to reclaim their birthright. On the other, the apathy of those who benefited from the exploitation. Nzima felt the weight of the world on his shoulders, the chasm between these two realities a yawning abyss. But he refused to give in to despair. He had seen the strength of his people, their unwavering spirit, their capacity for love and forgiveness. He knew that the path ahead would be fraught with challenges. The fight for freedom was never easy, the cost of liberty often steep, but he carried the hopes and dreams of his people in his heart. Section 5. A Fight for Tomorrow. Nzima straightened his shoulders, his gaze unwavering. He would be their voice, their champion, their shield against the storm. He would fight for their right to a future where their children could laugh freely under the African sun, where the land would be theirs to nurture, where their voices would be heard. The fight for justice, for equality, for freedom, was a fight worth fighting. And Nzima, the son of Africa, was ready to lead his people to a brighter dawn. The journey ahead would be long and arduous, but he knew, deep in his heart, that victory would be theirs.